Very much for staying with TV3. This is still Midday Live, and President Akufo-Addo, during his swearing in, did not mince words when he made a commitment to ensuring that Ghana works again. So we just want to take a listen to what the president said, and then we'll come to, we'll bring you that shortly. But some of the key policies the current administration has outlined and said they are going to be employing, ensuring that it is done at least before they leave office, are here. These are the key initiatives the current administration has promised. 1, free senior high school policy. Then they have the one dam, one village policy. And for the free senior high school, the Ministry of Education is to commence the implementation of free senior high school. The president said that it's going to start in 2017-2018 academic year. And then also the one district, one factory. There is a one village, one dam, one district, one factory. And if you look at it, it says the Ministry of Trade is to implement initiatives to ensure an even spatial spread of industries, and then 275 constituencies to be allocated the $1 million annually by the government. And with all these policies, we are asking, is government going to be able to ensure its implementation before they exit office? Finally, there is the Zongo Development Fund, for which we have a minister for Zongos and inner cities, because the president says, or the current administration said, they are very particular about what happens in inner cities and the Zongos. They also need their fair share of the national cake. So that's the amount of money going to be allocated as seed money. That's some 219.5 million Ghana cedis. And then they'll roll out a national identification scheme this year, which the vice president has gone to affirm and met with some people who work at the National Identification Authority. They have started the process. That's what the government. Do you have the necessary resources to not only police, but go around the country to ensure that these promises are delivered?
Thank you very much, and let's say good afternoon to your cherished viewers. For the start, the Gov't Assurance Committee is one of the standing committees of Parliament, and we take our strength from the standing orders, as you all know. 174, Order 174, 1 and 2. That is where we take our authority from, and if you permit me, I'll read. It's just a short. Yes. That's right. That there shall be a committee on government assurances, which shall consist of not more than 25 members, both minority and majority. Then it shall be the duty of the committee to pursue all assurances, promises, undertakings given by ministers from time to time. It shall also be the function of the committee to report to the House on the extent to which such assurances have been fulfilled. So
it is clear.
It is cut out. Clear. For us, there are no ambiguities whatsoever. Before I answer your question about the resources, let me delve into a little bit of what we're supposed to do. For example, the budget that was presented to the House, because it was presented on behalf of the President, everything in the budget is supposed to be undertaken in one financial year. So it is our duty, the duty of our committee, to pursue the key elements in the budget, some of which you highlighted on the board here. And God being so good, I've been a member, some of us have been members of that committee in the past Parliament. And the current ranking member was the chairman in the previous administration. So together, we are going to ensure that every ministry that has something to do to make Nana Akufo-Addo's government successful will be pursued rigorously. So that
will be pursued rigorously.
That's right.
Those are your words.
Exactly. And then it comes to the resources. Because the nature of our committee, we are not under any ministry. We are supra-ministry. Every ministry comes under us directly.
Linkage to
exactly. And the good thing is that there is a ministry for monitoring and evaluation under the current dispensation. And that is the ministry that we are going to work closely with to ensure that...
Wouldn't that then mean that you're going to be probably taking hook, line, and sinker what that Ministry of Evaluation and Monitoring tells you. Because working closely with them, if they say we've done this, are you able to check?
No, that's where I was coming to. It can never happen that what the ministry will say is what we are going to work with.
Yes,
but mind you, there are 10 members of the minority on that group, on the committee. And I don't think they will sit down for anything like that to happen. In the last parliament, the committee was very vibrant because those of us from the minority saw to it that we pursued those ministers. Exactly. Especially anybody who wants to know should go and ask the then power minister. We really made him work. And we are going to do the same thing because it is the desire of every Ghanaian, everywhere, that the Akufo-Addo's government succeeds. And if the Akufo-Addo government will succeed,
it will depend greatly
exactly
on
what we do. Because
for lack of time, just want to throw this in briefly. The president, next week, Monday, would be exactly 100 days since the president came into office.
Right.
What is the measure the current committee is going to be looking at to say, for his 100 days, he's done this, he's done that, he's done that, he's achieved these things, or he's failed here and there?
Yes. In fact, for the first 100 days, this is just some convention. So it's not backed by any law, and we operate within the remit of a law. So all what we can say is to establish the fact that within the 100 days, a government has been formed, and if we are to
but at least there should be some benchmarks we are going to be holding them to. So at least your first 100 days, you promised this, you started action on it. You are doing something. You're seeing action.
Yeah, where the difficulty is. In the first 100 days, that is where the government was setting up government machinery. And we were also working with the previous budget. We approved a budget that expired on the midnight of 31st March 2017. It is now that Nana Akufo-Addo's budget has started working. So it will be very difficult and very unfair to hold them onto any milestones and that kind of thing. That's why I mentioned the convention, because the 100 days is just a convention that democracies are trying to practice.
Okay. We certainly will be coming to you, at least now that we know you as the chair and your members, because we need to hold you accountable as you also hold governments accountable in delivering the promises. Yeah,
exactly. In fact, our committee is poised for action, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Because we think that all of us in this room and every Ghanaian, we want Ghana to succeed.
Okay,
and
thank you.
Will succeed.
Thank you very much, Gov't Assurance C'ttee, Chairman of the Gov't Assurance Committee.